The ceasefire between Israel and Hamas has done little to end the suffering of more than 2 million Palestinians in Gaza. Every day, they struggle to find enough to eat, clean water and sustainable shelter. Well, the trickle of humanitarian aid entering the Strip is only a fraction of what's actually needed there. The United Nations and aid agencies have been calling on Israel to immediately increase supplies to Gaza. Well, the limited heavy machinery has entered Gaza. It's being used for the operation to recover the Israeli captives' remains, but the bodies of thousands of Palestinians are also buried under the rubble. Many people have been using their bare hands and basic tools to look for their loved ones in that.
Well, it's not a surprise that Israel is changing its opinion and tactics lately, given that the momentum, the global and the regional momentum in ensuring that there would be a solution in a very fast-paced way doesn't really align with Israel's clear objectives for the past 2 years in ensuring that it can annex the Gaza Strip, ensuring that it would be the dominant political and military power that determines all these strategic elements. It seems like the frequency of the developments in the past few months, and particularly in the past few weeks since the truce and the peace talks, has not been in favor for Israel's long-term objectives. It seems like there is a regional and an international, including the US, a political consensus that it only makes sense to recognize Hamas at least as a political entity that knows the future administration of Gaza, at least in the short term. It seems like Israel is not really in favor of this global and regional recognition of having to recognize and acknowledge that they will have to deal with Hamas as a political entity that will be a part of the reconciliation period in the next few months. Militarily speaking, it's business as usual from the Israeli side. However, definitely the strikes, the attacks are much more minimized if we were to compare it to the period prior to the peace summit in Sharm el-Sheikh. When it comes to the rival clans, Donald Trump himself has acknowledged that some of them were involved in illegal activities, hence a very clear indication that the US and perhaps Israel in one way or another wouldn't protect them or defend them following the peace talks and following the upcoming period, meaning that there might be some recalculations and negotiating a future in where they could benefit from the usage or the exploitation politically and economically of these rival clans.